Yes, and welcome back to the 94 Club for your daily dose of country music. Hey look, this week we have officially moved into the pub to start recording videos. If you want to hear a bit more about this place, just check out my 1000 subscriber video. I'll kind of give you a little tour of the grounds and talk about what this place means as well, because there's a lot of sort of like family heritage that's gone into the build of this. Anyway, this week, who have we got coming up on the channel? Well, we've got Midland, Lost Dog Street Band, Tyler Childers, Colter Wall, Hill Country Devil, Home Free and Nick Shoulders to take us into the weekend. Look, I'm excited. Let's just get straight into it. Right then, so we are back with some more Colter Wall on a Wednesday. We have started that Wall Wednesday series now. Come back every Wednesday, you'll see Colter Wall video throughout August and maybe September if it goes well. And I think it will, because every song I've heard so far is absolutely incredible. I'm not even going to try and pronounce the title to this. I'm going to wait for the song to play and let Colter tell me how it sounds. But we're on 5 minutes 51 on this, so we ain't going to hang around too long. You don't want to hear me talking, you want to hear Colter singing. I know. So we'll get into it right now. Let's go.
Bald Butte, so lofty and so high. Carry me to Bald Butte, where the plains wrap round the sky. You can dig a hole on Bald Butte when I die.
Alright, promise, I ain't gonna pause it every 50 seconds. However, Colter's voice ages like a fine wine or a good whiskey. With time, this voice has got much, much stronger. It was strong already, it was unique already, but he's added this like real nice depth, and he's added more tones to his sort of repertoire. It's absolutely beautiful voice. You could listen to it all day, all night. I'm guessing Bald Butte is a place. Is it a hill? Something like that, I don't know. Let's see. Let's carry on.
Henry was born on Bald Butte, a plain horse he didn't ride. Well, he roped him in Alberta, broke him on the Montana line. Tore him a trail through the northwest countryside. Henry took to stealing, robbing on the CP rail. He got the devil on his shoulder and the lawman on his tail. You better ride, Henry, ride. You ain't got no friends to go your bail. Well, he rode across a grayback camp up in Cypress Hill. They said they left the U.S. nation on the day that Richmond fell. They whistled Dixie and set 'em up still. Well, Henry woke the next morn like a corpse from the grave, half blind and twice as haggard. He took a cast iron to the brain. They stole his horse and the rifle that shared his name. Well, he tried.
Right, this is the last time I'm going to pause it before we get into it at the end. I just want to collect my thoughts on where we're at so far with the song, because obviously this is a story about Henry. I'm not going to keep blowing smoke up Colter saying he's an absolutely fantastic storyteller, because we know he is. I'm going to focus on the story for this. Cool, so it's about this place where Henry was born. So they tell us a little bit about, I guess, this paint horse he rode was like a rocking horse, where he rode, or it's an actual horse. He grew up riding an actual horse, yeah. And he roped him in Alberta, so he learned how to cowboy and corral. I think they're the right terms. I am from the UK. I ain't used to this language, so apologies if I use it wrong. Broke him on the Montana line. I know breaking a horse is making them comfortable to ride because they buck, because they don't want you on them to start with, so they have to get used to you. Taught him a trail through the northwest countryside, so got used to riding him up and down the countryside, which is beautiful. Henry took to stealing, started getting involved in, like, this is outlaw country, right? So yeah, Henry's an outlaw. I think that's what I'm getting. Robbing on the railway. He got the devil on his shoulders, basically getting led astray, and the lawman on his tail. The guy's an outlaw, he's running away from the law. You better ride, Henry, ride, let's gallop, let's go fast, that kind of thing. You ain't got no friends to go your bail, so if you do get caught, that's you done, you're not getting let back out. Then, he rode across the greyback camp up in Cypress Hills, so painting a picture of where he's got to at this stage of his journey. They said they left the US nation on the day that Richmond fell. They whistled Dixie and sent... What does whistle... I've heard this term whistling Dixie a lot. What does it mean? I'm going to Google it after this, because I have no idea, and set him up for steal. He woke up the next morning from... Basically, he's been robbed for his horse and his rifle. Anyway, that's where we get to at this point in the story. We're going to get straight back in. This is going to be quite a long video. I hope you enjoy it. Please stick with me at the end as well. Cool, let's go.
Like them former Johnny Reps through the prairie and the trees, up Old Castle Mountain, across the river Wapiti. Lo and behold, what do you think he sees? See my paint, see my rifle, it shares my name. See them men that done me wrong, Lord, I'm gonna do them just the same. Henry grabbed his rifle up off of the ground, kissed the ever-loving barrel, and he shot them old boys down. They hit the dirt, he reveled in the sound. Now he's back up in the saddle, back up on the top, when he felt that southern slut chew a hole right through his gut. Well, he thought he killed them all, but he had not. That paint took off running through the water and the mud. No earthly force in this whole world could stop that bird of stud. Henry sat there laughing up his blood, and he was singing, Bald Butte, so lofty and so high, carry me to bald Butte, where the plains wrap round the sky. You can dig a hole on bald Butte when I die.
I'm anticipating that this is proper outlaw country now, telling the life of an outlaw, because I mean it's the first song I've listened to that follows the life of an outlaw and tells a real story, and that thing is just that's poetry. That is, it's a story. It tells the life of a person. It shows the mistakes he obviously made. He thought he'd finished them all off, and actually one of them turned around and shot him to get some revenge. He falls off his horse. His horse runs away in the distance. He's like laughing because he knew. I guess or outlaws would have known that the way they meet their end is going to be through doing what they do, which is shooting, killing, stealing, to make a living. But ultimately, that's going to be what will be the end of them as well. So it's actually a really, really nice song. I don't have to go through and talk through the whole thing because it's so self-explanatory. There's nothing overly too clever going on in terms of he's telling a story as beautifully and as succinctly as he possibly can. But I think he's a genius. It's actually like reading a book, reading a novel. I've said this about people before. I said Jason Isbell's the other one that comes to mind when I think of songwriters that feel like they're putting me through a film or a novel. So I think he's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And the pictures he paints, like laughing, laughing up his blood. Yeah, Henry sat there laughing up his blood. You can paint a picture on what kind of guy he is. He's not the kind of guy to lay there, feel sorry for himself. He knew how he was going to go out. He knew it was probably going to be this way. Just a cracking song. Not much more I can say that's not in the song. I just want to say it's amazing. And Colter Wall, you'll be back on the channel next Wednesday. So, mate, I appreciate the music that you put out. It's absolutely brilliant, and I enjoy listening to it. So if you ever see this video, props to you. And thank you. But for now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest videos. And if you want to subscribe, please subscribe to this channel. That would be greatly appreciated. But for now, that's me. Thank you. Peace.